McDavid, Oilers Nation. How you doing, my friend?
Doing very, very well. How are you doing?
Good, good. Our topic this morning, we were talking about cover tunes. Have you got a favorite?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple. Joe Cocker with some help, with a little help from my friends, the Beatles cover, and then for the pop punk kid in me, Boys of Summer by the Ataris.
Did Alien Ant Farm Smooth Criminal come in too?
That one came in, yeah.
That's another one around that era. Yeah, for sure.
I always feel bad for those bands like Alien Ant Farm. That was their only song, really. Like, they had movies by them was kind of a hit, but that was really their only song. And it was a Michael Jackson song. So I always feel bad for bands like that, right?
You never want to get out in front of your career with a cover,
yeah,
right? Because that will define you. With a little help from my friends, Joe Cocker, we have to play that. We got to get that in. We'll get that in after this. All right. You know what? We got a lot of hockey to talk about. And this isn't just speculative news. It's actual hockey. We should do a quick little conversation about the broadcast breakdown from Sportsnet. So they announced the lineup, the play-by-play announcer lineup. So from Edmonton, it's going to be Chris Cuthbert and Louis DeBrusque. From Toronto, ironically, because everyone in Toronto hates Jim Hewson, and Craig Simpson. And then, do we need to get into the whole studio? The Ron McLean? I don't think we need to get into that. But they're doing the call. I can't wait. This is going to be
neither. It's going to be so great. Exciting. It's going to be interesting to see on Real Life podcast on Monday. We actually talked to Jack Michaels, and he's getting set to do the announcing for the radio. And it's going to be interesting because with Jack, he told us that he's not in his normal spot broadcasting the way he normally would. He's going to be doing it from a TV. So it's going to be interesting to see how the broadcasters handle it. And like you said, for a guy like Chris Cuthbert and Louis DeBrusque, they've got a lot of hockey to announce. So it's going to be interesting to see how that wears on for those guys throughout this summer tournament as well, because they're not used to calling that many games in a day. But it's going to be great. It's going to be hockey all day, every day. You sitting outside, having a beer in the sun, watching a little puck. It's going to be great. Starting August 1st, too. Those are that's that seeding tournament before the actual Stanley Cup finals, before the playoffs. And there's the 5 games on that day, and they start in the morning. So they'll be going back and forth between the two hub cities, right? So it's going to be fantastic. Right. So the Oilers start off on August 1st. That's a Saturday with a 1 p.m. matinee. So
oh man, I was saying
get a little boozy on a Saturday afternoon. Sounds great.
If it's like sunny out and I hit a patio, it's like August hockey, 1 o'clock on a Saturday. That sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Weird. It's going to be odd, but I think that we'll all get past that very, very quickly and just kind of get into the rhythm of what's going on. But I'm super excited. I can't wait for it. Battle of Alberta. I'm even excited about the exhibition game on Tuesday, next week against the Battle of Alberta. So it'll be fun to see how that one plays out. How intense is it going to be? Are the guys going to hate each other like they did back in February when all the scraps broke out? I don't know, but I can't wait to watch. It's going to be funny to see how they make it work and what the NHL tries to do to add a little ambiance and a little bit of a flavor into an empty arena. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's been 132 days since the NHL shut down, so it's been a long wait.
Grant was, we were talking about the baseball because he watched the exhibition game between the Jays and the Red Sox yesterday, and they're piping in crowd noise, and he said it wasn't that bad.
No, because it was just kind of background, a little bit cheering in the background, right? So just kind of added to the broadcast.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. And then they're also, the NHL announced that they're going to do a 5-second delay on the broadcast just so that the guys screaming horrible things at each other doesn't come through on the TV. So it's going to be fine. You know, it's going to be weird, but we'll all get past it. We'll be arguing about the refs by the time the third period rolls around.
I kind of like the idea of them pulling that noise down and then hearing what they're saying to each other.
They're worried about that, though.
Yeah, they're worried about that. They're like, I just assume that, I've sat in the row right behind the bench before, and that was with the full building, and you could still hear some of the horrible things that they yell at each other. So it's just like, I can't imagine they want any of that coming through on TV. And the players are going to do what they want to do. So I think they had to do something to kind of protect both sides, but I'm with you. It'd have been interesting to hear, but then I think that we also would have got a sizable surprise on what those guys are actually saying to each other on the ice.
So McDavid apparently looking really, really good. That's the reports from the practice sessions. Apparently, he scored a goal in a scrimmage the other day. Did any video of this get released? Because everyone was just losing their minds over what he did.
There was a video, but it was a little bit grainy. He just blew past on the outside, past a defenseman, and just wrapped around him and roofed the puck. So one of his teammates, I believe it was Riley Sheahan, says that he thinks he actually got faster over the last 4 months. And it's going to be interesting when we talk to Jack Michaels on Monday. He said that Connor treated this time off as his off season. So he's basically spent the entire 4 months and change training and working out.
That's
and
what we
trying
all
to get
did,
stronger
actually.
and faster. yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready to get out and hit a marathon. But yeah, apparently Connor's doing better than ever, and he probably has grown a third PCL somehow in his knee, and he's going to look like a freak. And I'm excited to see what he does with a chip on his shoulder, because him and Leon are apparently ready to go, and they are leading the charge. So I can't wait.
I can't wait. We're going to play your tune coming up here in a bit. Okay, Baggedmilk?
Can't wait.
From Oilers Nation. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.